History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy
Causing the storms Thursday. Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling me.
for the first time alone. They highlighted as soon as some of your men.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station, fellows.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy
Causing the storms Thursday. Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling me.
for the first time alone. They highlighted as soon as some of your men.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station, fellows.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, I hope everyone can enjoy
Causing the storms Thursday. Minutes before 9 o'clock, the crew's here telling me.
Isn't it good to work for a place that has a sense of history? And indeed it is.
See, taking the president from Spring to College Station following.
If you have something you'd like Channel 2 Investigates to check out, call the tip line at 713-223-TIPS or email investigates@click2houston.com. History is full of firsts.
It's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind.
Many of those firsts shaped our way of life. For 70 years, KPRC Channel 2 has been proud to be pioneers in shaping television and Houston history.
In a state the size of Texas, everyone can.
Channel 2 News begins right now with breaking news.
And breaking right now, Houston firefighters on the scene of a possible drowning. This is at Brays Bayou at McGregor and Calhoun. Details still coming in, but right now we know a body was found in the bayou. Firefighters working to retrieve the body. They have not said exactly what they believe happened. We are working to learn more information. We'll update you both on air and online.
I believe that it was the Amber Alert that is what led the child being found.
That was so great, when they told me this, I'm so happy.
A happy ending in what could have been a tragic situation in southeast Houston. A little boy reunited with his family hours after the vehicle he was sitting in was stolen. A terrifying moment when the mother realized her vehicle was stolen with her 5-year-old son inside, triggering an Amber Alert. Police say it only took 2 minutes for the suspected thief to drive away when the mother was trying to cash a check.
Tonight, the search continues for the person who stole that car, but a moment of relief as the family is back together once again.
5-year-old Richard Banahini was found safe about a half a mile from where that vehicle was taken. Channel 2's Bill Barajas joins us live in Southwest Houston on the turn of events. Bill?
Well, that stolen car was actually found right here. It's since been towed away. The man who first spotted it was driving on the feeder road along the Southwest Freeway. When he said he first spotted it, he stopped. He found the child inside, scared but safe. This is the moment mom and son were reunited. 5-year-old Richard Banahini receiving high fives from Houston police officers after he was missing for about 5 hours.
So I just thank God and thank this man.
That man is Carlos Marquez. Marquez was driving when he spotted what appeared to be the stolen vehicle.
I was driving on the side of the freeway, and I noticed the 09 model Toyota Camry. So I said, let me make sure, and I saw a small child with a yellow shirt. It fit the description of the child that we're looking for.
Marquez was able to eventually pull over and call for help.
So I told him, get inside the car, I'm gonna get you some help. I didn't see anybody in the area, and less than 2 minutes, an officer was on site, and he inspected the area.
The 5-year-old seemed to be okay, but was checked out by EMS. His father telling us he was thankful, couldn't wait to get home to celebrate.
Party, yes.
Police say Banahini was lucky. He was inside his mother's car sleeping when she stopped at a cash and check. Surveillance video captures a moment a man inside a GMC Yukon opens a passenger door and takes a purse. He goes back a second time, but this time he takes the vehicle. HPD says their main priority was locating the child. Now their attention will turn to the man responsible.
They will toss every stone and check every surveillance videos out there available out there to continue with their investigation.
And if you have any information on that Yukon or the man seen in that video, you are asked to call the Houston Police Department. Live in Southwest Houston, Bill Barajas, KPRC, Channel 2 News.
Bill, thank you. President Donald Trump and First Lady Melania Trump revving up NASCAR's Daytona 500 in Florida today. The president addressing thousands of fans at the International Speedway, helping start the 62nd Great American Race.
But NASCAR fans never forget that no matter who wins the race, what matters most is God, family, and country.
President Trump becoming only the second president ever to be Grand Marshal, giving the command, drivers, start your engines. The president and First Lady then took a lap around the speedway in the presidential motorcade, kicking off the race.
Well, implosion mishap, a building in Dallas not going down without a fight.
The part of the building still standing and what developers plan to do with it.
I'm Randy McElvoy in West Palm Beach at Astro Spring Training. Yesterday, Carlos Correa went on record with MLB Network. So what does new manager Dusty Baker think about his players speaking out? We've got reaction ahead to sports.
A building implosion not going quite as planned out of the Big D. Part of the high-rise building in Dallas was still standing. The 11-story building was imploded this morning to make way for a new development. But the middle core of that tower still there, as you see. Developers plan to use a high-rise excavator to bring the rest of that building down. The former computer services building will eventually be turned into a 227-acre mixed-use project that includes offices and residences.
Firefighters in Tennessee managed to capture the moment a vacant house plunged into a river. Take a look at this video out of Hardin County. It's a little dark, but you can see that White House there starting to fall off a steep embankment, and then sparks started flying. Daylight video giving a better look at just how massive this landslide was. You can see the home is gone. Another nearby home also in danger of sliding into the river. Firefighters were able to evacuate everyone in time.
Well, act now. That's the message from Mississippi's governor as historic flooding is expected in that area. The state has been drenched in rain in the recent past, causing massive flooding and rivers to rise there. The governor issuing a state of emergency after the Pearl River reached nearly 37 feet. Officials are monitoring the water levels hourly and expect water in Jackson and areas below to continue to rise throughout the day.
Happily ever after, J.J. Watt and Kalia Ojai are officially married.
Yeah, still to come. We take a look at their fairy tale wedding down in the Bahamas.
And a live look out over the Southwest Freeway just outside the Channel 2 studios. A cloudy day out there. Fog could be an issue again tonight. Justin's got the forecast coming up.
We need on NBC.
New pictures this afternoon of after Texans J.J. Watt and his fiancée, or now bride, we should say, Chicago Red Star soccer player Kalia Ojai exchanged vows, and they're spending their first full day as a married couple.
Yeah, they tied the knot just yesterday down in the Bahamas. The couple sharing some of the first pictures of their memorable day by way of social media early this morning. Everything from them cutting their wedding cake to their first dance as well.
JJ also posting this video of his grandma getting down on the dance floor. Go Granny, and the happy couple making it official by dropping by. Oh, we're still looking at it. Well, I want to keep watching Granny dance, but you need to see this video of them getting their marriage license. Angelina Hidalgo posting this picture to her Facebook page when they stopped by last week. So you can see more pictures like this one and reaction on our website. Click to Houston.com.
I need to go back and listen. I want to see what song they were dancing.
Yes.
Listen, I got to tell you, having family that's from Wisconsin, where JJ's from, they likes to party at weddings. Yeah, they will get down as well. So I'm sure they were having fun in the Bahamas.
That's cool.
Kudos to them. Congratulations. Yeah. That's great to see. You know, so hopefully they will get back and you know, settle on in. It's always kind of weird to say your wife first.
You settled somewhere.
Girlfriend, yeah, settled somewhere at this point. Speaking of getting settled, if you're going to be down on the island tonight, you might want to settle in a little bit because the fog is really starting to thicken up out there. In fact, we're down to about a half-mile visibility. No dense fog advisory just yet, but I'd be willing to bet we're going to see one kick off in the next couple of hours. Meanwhile, as you get a little closer to town, not too bad. Overcast, mostly cloudy for sure, but it's been a warm day today. We've seen the temperatures have all been hovering right around the, we'll call it low 70s, 70, 72, and then as you get down towards the island, it's 62, and that's what they've been seeing for most of the days. Basically just overcast, humidity at almost 100%, east-southeast winds at around 10 miles an hour. Here's one of the reasons why. The dew points are relatively close to the air temperature. You saw it's 62 degrees. Everybody else visibility is fine for now. I do expect to see some dense fog just like we saw this morning. 62 is the air temperature. Everybody else all sitting in the upper 60s to low 70s. You put in what the dew point is, and why is that number important? Because that tells you how much moisture is in the atmosphere. When that number is close to the air temperature and they're really smushed up against each other, that's when the fog really starts to get fairly thick. And so as we cool off later on tonight, I'm expecting us to get down to about 60 degrees. I don't expect these dew points to move, so we will likely see widespread dense fog again as we go into the overnight hours. So we'll take it through about 6 a.m. or 5 a.m. We'll stop there. I noticed that most everybody's at about a half a mile or less in some spots, and then we could be seeing even worse than that as we get to about 7, 8 o'clock. So just like this morning, that dense fog will likely be out there. So just sort of budget in a little bit of extra time if you're headed out the door, getting the kids to the bus stop, for example, or certainly heading out for that drop-off line for school. We'll be fine by the time we get into the afternoon, just like what we saw today. So a lot of that cloud cover has been kind of streaming off from the west. There's no rain with it, but it is out there. And then if you were watching things get really messy working their way over towards the east, the Daytona 500 at Daytona Beach right now washed out in a weather delay. I don't know that they're going to get that in tonight because all that rain's headed in that direction. And we've got a couple of systems that are going to slide across the country here, and we're going to drag a couple of cold fronts through here. So let's jump in tight for the rest of the night tonight by about 9 o'clock. Still fairly comfortable. Then notice that the fog gets a little more widespread as we head into the early morning hours, and that's because those temperatures won't cool much. We'll sit in the low 60s. And then just a slight chance for showers on and off throughout the day tomorrow. Just mainly some streamer showers moving in. It's mainly as we get in towards Wednesday, Thursday, and that's when we get this front getting closer to us. So we're going to stay warm, spring-like, muggy. Forecast will increase the rain chances by Tuesday into Wednesday, but the majority of the heavy stuff is going to stay to the north of us. And then that front just kind of washes out near the coastline, and we're going to see a couple more ripples slide across the atmosphere as they do. They're going to keep the rain chances around for both Wednesday into Thursday, but then that high pressure drops in Thursday, and that's going to cool things off and kick us back into a wintertime pattern, at least for a couple of days anyway. So it's kind of what we see as we roll into the back half of February here. 70s for the next couple of days, 60s replaced by 50s by Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but a decent-looking second weekend of Mardi Gras. But it will be chilly, though. Be ready for that. It's warm this weekend, not so much next weekend.
All right, a little up and down.
We'll take it.
February, man. That's how we do it around here.
Thank you, Justin.
All right, Ari's in now. The look ahead to sports.
Hey guys, coming up next in sports, the Astros are continuing their workouts in West Palm Beach, but everyone else in Major League Baseball is yelling at the Astros, just taking their shots at the AL champs. Randy McIlvoy joins us next from Florida.
For less.
Welcome to the Xfinity Sports Desk. Words continue to go back and forth between 29 upset Major League Baseball teams and the Astros on the defensive after the sign stealing scandal. In the midst of all that, the Astros are getting ready for the season in West Palm Beach. That's where we find sports director Randy McIlvoy. Randy?
Hey, Ari, these first several days of Astros spring training have been a mix of a media circus. That was certainly the case on Thursday when the Astros first spoke out, to a few quiet days mixed in as well as pitchers and catchers continue to get in their work. But that's all going to change starting tomorrow. Today marked the final day that pitchers and catchers had camp to themselves. Better weather this morning allowed all the guys to get in their bullpen sessions along with fielding work and conditioning. Tomorrow, all of the position players will officially join in as full squad workouts will kick off, and in just 6 days we're playing baseball. Astros and Nationals will open their exhibition schedule on Saturday. This morning, Dusty Baker met with the media, talks of baseball, but was also asked about Carlos Correa's MLB Network interview yesterday, where he protected Jose Altuve and fired shots back at Dodgers star Corey Bellinger.
You know, when guys defend their teammates, you know, on one hand it's good, on the other hand, you know, you wish it hadn't happened sometimes. And you hope that this is the end. You know, this is what you hope. And, but, you know, I've never tried to control, you know, my players' mouths because they're grown men.
And tomorrow we hope to hear from Carlos Correa and specifically Jose Altuve for his reaction as well as the chatter continues across baseball. We've got more Astros coming up tonight. We'll be live here in West Palm Beach talking Astros on Sports Sunday coming your way at 11 o'clock. At spring training in West Palm Beach, Randy McIlvoy, KPRC Channel 2 Sports.
All right, thanks, Randy. Sit back, relax, and watch some Cougars baseball now. Finishing a series against Youngstown State. Tanner Green on the mound and finishes the hitter. Cougs up 6-2 at this point. Just show a little love for the glove. Kobe Highland Nice little defensive play here. But for the second straight night, the Penguins of Youngstown State, I did not know there were Penguins in Ohio, come back and win in extras 8-6. Rice Owls hosting the Texas Longhorns, last one of the 3-game set also. Longhorns up 2-0 early, and then Kate Edwards and RBI to make it a 2-1 game for Rice. Zach Zubia really good in this series for Texas. A double will bring in another Longhorn run, but Rice gets 2 in the bottom of the 9th. To get close, 5-4, Texas goes on to get the win. All-Star Saturday night has gone back and forth with the dunk contest. So we've had legendary moments, Jordan, Kobe, Dominique, Vince Carter, and then this in 2016, Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon. Aaron Gordon throwing down one of the all-time dunks and yet gets robbed of the trophy. Gordon is back in this year's dunk contest again, trying to claim the title he is owed. But first, the three-point contest. Devin Booker, Davis Bertans, and Buddy Hield in the finals. Booker puts up 26 in the final round, and it takes Buddy Hield the last second shot to win the three-point contest. Now to the dunk contest. We're going to start with airplane mode. That's what they call Derek Jones Jr. off the backboard, through the legs, over the guy in the tie-dye sweater. Good stuff for sure, but this is my favorite dunk of the night. Off the side of the backboard, Aaron Gordon, the one-arm catch, the turn, and the finish. 50s all around points-wise. We'd have to go to a dunk-off. This is Derek Jones Jr. one step inside the free-throw line. Windmill really good. Gets 48 out of 50. But Aaron Gordon jumps over 7'5" Taco Fall. Unplanned. Gets him out of the crowd. He's 7'5". The judges give him a 47, 1 point less than Derek Jones Jr. And Aaron Gordon, yet again, trophy stolen, runner-up in the dunk contest. He says he's not coming back because he lost twice.
Yeah.
He's done.
He won twice, just didn't get the title, though.
Right.
Based off of that. All right.
Wow.
Thanks
All right. Thanks, Ari.
Yep.
We'll be back after this.
For less.
All right, so we're talking weather as we head out for a little break here.
That's right. Heading out for a little bit of break. Should be A-OK. We're going to stay mild tonight, too. We'll keep those temperatures in the 60s. And I do think we're going to see some dense fog tomorrow morning, especially after midnight. So just keep a watch on that for tomorrow morning as well, because dew points are sitting around 60. That's about where the overnight lows will be as well. Notice we'll stay warm until that front comes through Wednesday. Then it's back to wintertime for hot cup coffee.
It's back and then gone. All right.
That's right.
Thank you, Justin. That does it for us. NBC Nightly News is next.
We'll see you again at 10 o'clock. Remember, we break news on click2houston.com, Facebook, and Twitter.